Hello, everyone. Hey, Adina.
Hi.
Caught you off guard. Hey,
Fine.
so here we are. Welcome to Energy 2, second video in the energy series of Peace, Love, Balance. This morning, as I was sort of getting my, head around what we were going to talk about today and getting ready, I came across this quote, and it said, "If you have knowledge, let others light their candles in it." And I thought, I just thought it was like the perfect sort of, visual for what you and I are doing, Adina. It made me think about, remember, Christmas Eve service at church, or when you go to a vigilance or something like that, where somebody gets a candle and then everybody has a candle and then you light the next person's and they light the next person's and they light the next person's. And I just thought, what a cool sort of analogy for what it is that we're doing here today.
I went straight to the Olympics when we're passing the torch.
Yeah. Think big, Adina, think big. Awesome. I like the quaintness though too of the candles. Anyway, it's a
nicer. Yeah.
I don't know that it's nice. It's bit, it is what it is. But anyway, what are we going to talk about?
In the last video, we shared with them like just minding their energy, becoming aware of it, and that was pretty much it. Really quick, really simple. Why is it that we would want to manage or mind our energy, Bobby?
Yeah, I think there's a few things, that is important to think about when you're minding your own energy. One is, first of all, the awareness is really important and it never stops. So just remember that, taking your practice a little bit further and going from just paying attention to it to really going, what are the things that drain my energy and what are the things that boost my energy? And start taking notes, however you do that, whatever works for you. But, being able to recognize right away the things that are creating a drain on your energy, and then having your list of what are the things that boost my energy. So when you're feeling that drain, you can go to your list, your boost list, and do those. I always say do more of those, right? One of the big whys, and there's many reasons to manage your energy and to keep it in balance, but one of them is that if we don't do it, so I'll just go there for a minute. When we have high levels of stress, or, when we're in high energy mode for a long time, it begins to have sort of an effect, an adverse effect on the body. So physiologically things happen. There's like 1,400, biochemicals that get released in the body when our stress levels are high. And they start to do crazy things to our body, that can end in, what we call disease, which if you break that word apart, ease in our bodies, uncomfort, but ultimately, without managing them or doing something about them, they can lead to things that are more, potentially dangerous. So it's really, and what happens is when you're in those modes, when your energy is draining or when your stress is high, the effects that it has on your body it's crazy stuff, actually. Things like your heart rate goes up. You can feel that. So pay attention when that happens. Your blood pressure goes up. Your pupils dilate. Your digestive system shuts down. All sorts of things that happen because your body, when your energy is in that place, your body needs to use it to take it to a place of balance, because your body's always trying to balance itself, which means that other things aren't functioning effectively. We start to get kind of like, a little scattered in our minds. We can't even make thoughts, really clearly or brilliantly when we're in that place. So lots of reasons to mind your stress or to mind your energy. That's just one example of it.
Yeah, mind your energy, which is stressful. If you're not paying attention to it. So what we are going to continue to share with you are different ways that you can do it. And we also know that like each individual has a system or something that's going to resonate with them, that's going to make it just kind of a new habit or a new way of life. Some of those ways are, one, we're creating the awareness that we have energy, and then the awareness that we have these energy systems within our body, mind, body, and spirit that work together at the same time, systematically together at the same time. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start to break those down, working and really kind of honing in on that body portion. So the next video will be all about the body and different ways that we can manage our energy within the body. Some of them being, one, mindfulness is what we're creating right now. Now that we are aware, we can start to manage and control that. Smudging is one of them. We're going to give you lots of tips and tricks on smudging, different ways to smudge, and different things that you can say during smudges. meditation, crystals, breath work. There's all these different ways that you can start to manage and control your energy to keep yourself in a more balanced state of mind and body.
Yeah, you know what? Breath work is a really important one, and super easy that you can do anytime, anywhere, which is literally just stopping for a moment and taking several deep breaths. You know, we'll go into some specific types of breath work at a later time, but this is one that you can start to practice right away. So whether you have a breathing technique that you love or haven't tried, it doesn't really matter how you do it, but taking moments to breathe deep. Breathe from your diaphragm, create a rhythm of breathing breathe in to the count of 5 and breathing out to the count of 5. Whenever you feel one of those moments of stress or discomfort, stop for a minute and breathe. It's super easy, and start to pay attention to how you feel after that moment of breath work than you did before that moment of breath work. Yeah, and I think, you know, you guys all know, I think one of my favorite modalities is Reiki. I've been practicing Reiki for a very long time. I was introduced to Reiki when I was going through chemotherapy, and really immediately noticed the difference that it had on my body, really understanding how to take my body from with a higher stress level in a sympathetic mode to bringing it down to parasympathetic, where the body can heal itself. And that's what happens in Reiki. You know, it's really literally bringing your body to a place of rest so that it can heal itself. And, you know, you guys can go to my website, you know, that I offer Reiki, services to people in person, or I do them remotely as well. Done lots and lots and lots of those all across the globe. So it works super well like that. If you're interested in that, you know, shout out to me. So a gazillion different, you can reach me lots of different ways, just do it. And we'll start to introduce some self-Reiki techniques as well. You guys have already got a sense of what that is, because all day long in the salon, you're using your hands on your clients, and you feel the energy, whether you're, you know, conscious of it or not. And I think, Adina, you probably can speak, not probably, you absolutely can speak to not only the work that you do behind the chair Reiki, but, you know, just this sharing of energy that happens with your hands as you work on your clients.
Absolutely. It's, you know, I pulled on Reiki as one of my modalities and became Reiki certified because I felt like I was already doing the work. I have these customized energy treatments that I'm providing. And then it was like Reiki was almost like fine tuning the machine that was already working. And it absolutely did. It really changed the way my hands worked with my clients when I call in that Reiki energy to help me guide and heal, because we're light workers, we're healers, right? Guide and heal my guests as I'm providing those services. So, you know, all of these things, again, are things that we're doing, Bobby and myself, and we know that a lot of you guys are out there are doing it. And then we're also helping to create this awareness for you guys. And, you know, in Bobby's scenario and situation, she reached a point where she had to take and use modern medicine to heal herself, and then found this, what would you want to, ancient medicine to really heal herself back into a place of healthy, balanced living, right, within her body. And so if we could give you these tools to help you before you get there, then that's what we're here to do. At first, it's about you first, right? Knowing it, understanding it for yourself. And then at that point, you can decide whether you're going to start to implement or provide these services for your guests. Because this is really, in the end, Bobby, I've been talking to a lot of my guests, and, you know, I had a lawyer sitting in my chair yesterday, and the story is like, it's not just for hairstylists. Yes, we're sharing with the hairstylists and the hairstylists in the industry and all the things, but the work that we're talking about really is for everybody. Yeah. Do you agree?
Absolutely. You know, in the hospital setting, they call these things integrated medicine.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's interesting to think of these modalities that we're talking about as a type of medicine, but they are ancient, and they were used as medicine before there were things like modern medicine and Western medicine. So it's a really great approach. And there's, you know, additional things too that are offered in the hospitals, you know, that are things like cupping, guided imagery, acupuncture, you know, all of these different other modalities that we can use that points to the fact that they are medicine because they're being used in over 30% of the hospitals across the United States right now. So, hey, we'll add doctors to our title as well, but, healers, medicine people, and we can do it ourselves, and we can do it, with the help of others as well. So let's do it.
Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to what's to come. It's just super exciting. We want to make it easy and concise and tangible for you guys. So just make sure that when you are watching these videos, ask us questions, comment, like, share everything that you're getting here so that we know that you're here. We know that you're present. We know that you're watching. We know that you're into it. And then again, asking us questions either through the YouTube site or comments section, or you will find us on Instagram live Wednesday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to try to make that pretty much a regular. Life happens, things come up. Either you'll get both of us, you'll get Bobby by herself, me by myself, it doesn't matter. But what we're going to do is we're just going to really make sure that we're going to continue this connection with you guys, and we're going to continue to give you what we're sharing.
Awesome. So I think it's a wrap for Energy 2 video, Adina, and we'll get this up real quickly, and we'll talk to you guys real soon.
All right. Peace, love, balance.